order at 6 o'clock, and we have a quorum. Of course. Rusty can do it. Go ahead, Rusty.
Heavenly Father, we come to thee tonight, ask you for your guidance, ask you for help us make the right decisions for this district, help us to remember all those that have given their lives for this country. Pray that you would help keep our kids safe in their travels to and from sporting events, and to and from school each day. Help those that are feeling ill right now. I know we have a lot of people that are not feeling well. Just pray that you would be with us all and lead us and guide us. Help us be more true servants to me. These things we ask in Jesus' name.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right. No open forum, so to new business. Mr. Garrison. Or do you want to go? Just, you want to tell about it or what?
No, I can't. The first one is to consider possible action regarding delegating authority to the superintendent or his designee to create and publish an RFP, a request for proposal utilizing the one-step process for the construction manager at risk for our 2024 bond projects. And so, and Richard can explain this, what the two-step and the one-step. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, we decided that we really didn't need to do the two-step process because we're more familiar with the construction companies. You know, last time in 2014, we weren't as familiar with the construction companies that bid on it. This bid is, we don't have nearly as many items in this bond and everything, and since we're trying to get them started this summer, by doing the one-step process, we'll cut it down a month in time. So basically, if you do the two-step process, you send out a request for qualifications. They all come and do their little presentation to you and say, hey, I'm such and such construction, and this is why I'm good at construction, but if we can't talk to you about prices, then you would pick a top 3 from that presentation, and then they would come back a second time and say, here's our prices, and then you would pick the best price. In the one-step process, we send out a request for proposals. We send out, this is what we're gonna do, and basically they tell us the same stuff, hey, this is our qualifications, and this is how much it's gonna cost you, all in one step. So I talked with the architect recommended we do a one-step this time, so that is what we're asking. And this just gives us permission to send out the RFP. Once we open it, we'll have to open it and read everybody, everyone who submitted one aloud and what their fees and stuff were. Then we'll do an initial ranking and bring them to you in the board meeting and say, this is where we think they rank, and then you all have to choose to either go with the ranking and we'll start negotiating with the first one, or you guys could choose to toss it out and re-rank them all yourselves. So.
Are you using the same architect?
We are using the architect. Yeah, we had already done all the negotiations with Scheibler Maggard, so yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Have a motion.
I move to delegate authority to the superintendent and/or his designee to create and publish a request for proposal utilizing the one-step process for CMAR for the 2024 bond projects.
Motion by Doug, do I have a second? Second by Rusty. All in favor? All in favor, none opposed. Motion carries.
On the next item, since our last bond election, the law has changed and we have to have 2 documents that we pass before we hire the architect. And I think I've mentioned these to you before. So this first one is educational specification. It's just basically a document that says, here are the buildings we have and here's what we do in those buildings. So I did a very short educational specification. I actually plagiarized it heavily from another district. I did put our goals in it from that you had approved in our district improvement plan. So our goals, mission statement, all that stuff is everything that's ours, and just basically describe the various programs that are done in there. So we just have to have this adopted by the board prior to the signing of the architect's contract.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Okay, do I have a motion?
I move to approve the educational specifications.
Motion by Chad, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Logan, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. Right.
And then the next one is the next document that we are required to have before we hire the architect is the long-range construction plan. We took the document that we typically, when we do that workshop in July, we didn't do it this year because we were talking bond, but we typically do here's all of the needs that we have in our facilities. And so we just created that into a long-range planning document. We added a couple of the requirements from the state, had to have pupil projections in there, so we added a graph of where our enrollment was and where we thought it would be this year. So that's what that one is.
Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the long-range construction plan.
Motion by Doug, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Rusty, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries.
And our last item on the agenda is, since after we pass those documents, we officially hire the architect. We have the architect signed copies of the contract that was previously negotiated, and now we can sign them, and we'll send a copy back to the architect. So Jason just has to sign it then. And it's just so that we've officially hired them after we've adopted those two plans, which is all required by statute. Because y'all had previously approved this plan and delegated authority for Jason to finalize it, so it is now finalized.
Okay, anybody have anything else? Okay, I'm make a motion to adjourn, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Doug, all in favor? All in favor, motion carries, we're adjourned at 6:08.
I'll clap.
Come on. Go.